Hello, comics and pop culture people. It's Brian, aka Big B McFly, coming at you again with another video. Finally, the second video here is going to be the haul video for what we ended up trading those Sonic the Hedgehog comics for. I wasn't able to work out things with James over there at Minhunter. Just logistically didn't seem to make too much sense for either of us, so we agreed to stay in touch, but we weren't able to work out a trade. So traded some books with a local friend of mine, Travis Vick. He's got his own YouTube channel. You can check him out over there at Travis Vick on YouTube. He's just starting out as well. So without further ado, these are the books that I got from Mr. Travis. So we got, first up, we got Detective Comics 1000. The Virgin variant, Adam Hughes, a beautiful book. Happy to add that one to the collection. So, next up we've got Nice House on the Lake, #1. We got a 9.8 there. Another beautiful book, that all black cover, probably pretty hard to get in a 9.8, so happy to add that one to the collection in a 9.8. We've got a Something is Killing the Children 8th printing #1 in a 9.8. A beautiful book. Happy to see that one come into the collection. And not a Mirage Studios. This is actually an IDW, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1, 3rd printing. Sketch variant. It's actually quite a valuable book, so might crack that one and get it cleaned and pressed and resend it in, see if we can get a little higher grade on it, but very nice book. And then we're going to start off with kind of a theme you guys are going to be seeing here. It's going to be lots of X-Men. So we've got Uncanny X-Men #112 and a 9.4. No real key significance to that issue, just a really cool issue in the Byrne Claremont run, and it's a Magneto appearance. Those poor X-Men. I got those two guys with lots of metal. I was fighting Magneto. Wolverine and Colossus always taking the brunt of it. Then we got X-Men #114 in a 9.6. So happy to add that one to the collection. And I believe that is the first issue with the Uncanny trade dress. That's what it says there on the slab. So that one, another welcome addition to the collection. And then we've got Uncanny X-Men #116 and 9.4. Another nice book to add to the collection. Those Savage Land, those early adventures of the X-Men are great. I remember reading those growing up. This one, my buddy wasn't too happy when this came back. He got an 8.5 restored on it, so we got some color touch somewhere, but I'm not too unhappy to at least have it for a placeholder in the collection, so might take a look at cracking that out and removing the restoration, but it might not be worth it. And then we've got a Uncanny X-Men 131 in an 8.0. Another one that I was missing to the run there of the Byrne Claremont run. And then changing things up a little bit, we've got Spectacular Spider-Man #27 in an 8.5. This is the first time Frank Miller drew Daredevil, so that's the key significance there. All right, and moving along to the ungraded books, changing things up here. We've this is going to be, I think, in alphabetical order. Adventure into Fear #27, just a nice high grade copy of that book. Morbius appearance there, or his stretch in that run. And we've got Next BAM Comics exclusive, Second and Charles BAM exclusive #1 variant. A Force, not A Next, sorry. We got a nice high grade copy of Alpha Flight #1, which I always like that book. While you're looking into getting that slab, is a newsstand copy, and a real pretty copy there. Always loved John Byrne's artwork growing up, so. And then, I don't know, I've been slowly working on this Amazing Fantasy run here, so we've got Amazing Fantasy #12. Not to be confused with that original run. I'd like to get my hands on one of those. Amazing Fantasy #15 would be great to have. But then we got three copies of Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, Judgment Day, Free Comic Book Day special. Key significance is that's the first appearance of Blade's daughter. And then Travis just kind of threw this in on the deal. This is the Batman Who Laughs sketch cover autograph. He had several of those he'd gotten in mystery boxes, so I was not unhappy to take that off his hands. And that was #1, signed by Tony Daniel. We got kind of a mid-grade copy of Black Panther #3, classic Jack Kirby cover there. I love my bronze and silver books, so. And then we got Captain America #333. I believe that is one of the early John Walker appearances. So we added that to the collection there. And we got a nice high grade copy of Captain Marvel #35. Not sure that there's any big key significance to that one, but it was a nice high grade book. Never unhappy to add books in a solid condition to the collection. So we got DC Comics Presents #87. First appearance of Superboy Prime, the Superboy that turns out to go evil in Crisis. And we got everybody's favorite, the Eternals #12. Hopefully that second movie is a little bit better. And we've got Eternals #13. These are nice high grade copies, that's why I ended up picking them up. And a couple of them are keys. And Eternals #14, Eternals versus the Hulk. So, here we go. And Travis knows I'm a sucker for G.I. Joe, so he threw in a copy of Snake Eyes #1, Dead Game. He had gotten a bunch of those in the mystery boxes that he had opened, so I was not unhappy again to take one of those off his hands. We got Inhumans #3, which is just another, like I said, high grade Bronze Age book. Again, trying to focus on getting more high grade books. And a Kazar #1 featuring Daredevil and the X-Men. That's one of the Bronze Age reprint books, but again, another nice condition book. Great colors on it. Thought it was a cool pickup. Got a little writing there on the cover, but looks like it might be grease pencil, so that should come off easily. And a high-grade copy of a 35 center there, Machine Man #1. Not a super expensive book again, but good shape. Nice book. I got a big sticker on the bag here. Should have moved that or put a different bag on for the video, but Marvel Fanfare #1. Nice high-grade copy of that. Always loved that series. And then we got a Marvel Superheroes #26. Reprinting some early Daredevil and Hulk. I love the colors on that one. That's probably a mid-grade copy. It's got some issues, but not unhappy to add that one. I don't know that I would be unhappy to add almost anything, I guess. And we've got a Marvel Spotlight #1, Captain Marvel. Again, not a super valuable book, but nice high-grade copy again. Again, stuff that I'm looking at down the road, having the possibility of slabbing. And we got a chunk of New Avengers. So we got New Avengers #1. And he had a whole run of them. I picked out a bunch of the keys, and then he was giving me a hard time. He said, why didn't you just take the whole run? And we got #2. I think it's the first appearance of Maria Hill. Or #4, I'm sorry. First appearance of Maria Hill. And #6, which I was a little confused when I was looking that up because #4 went for less than #6, but #6 was the second appearance of Maria Hill. For some reason, that one was more valuable, though. And we've got the first appearance of the Illuminati in #7. Which, boy, that book has really tanked as far as value since that Doctor Strange movie. And we got the first appearance of Ronin in #11. It's Echo as Ronin. And the second appearance of Ronin in #12. And the first appearance of Hawkeye as Ronin in #27. Great cover there with all the red ninjas and Elektra. Or the hand ninjas. I guess the red ninjas would be G.I. Joe, right? And again, I think this is Ronin. Hawkeye Ronin joins the Avengers. Just an awesome cover. #35, we got Wolverine being taken over by Venom there. Pretty awesome cover. I don't think that actually ever happens in the book, but still a cool looking book. And I believe this one was a Echo key for some reason. Maybe it was Echo joins the New Avengers. I can't remember the key significance of that one. #39. Beautiful David Mack cover though. And then we've got #40, which is the first appearance of Varinki, the Scroll Queen. We got Secret Invasion coming up, and a lot of people specking on that book, thinking it's going to be an important one. This is the Number 49. I think this is the first. This is considered the first appearance of the Dark Avengers with Norman Osborn and his evil crew there. And number 53. I believe that is the first appearance of Brother Voodoo as the Sorcerer Supreme. And number 54, I believe it is Brother Voodoo joins the New Avengers as Sorcerer Supreme. So, and moving on, we got a chunk of Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man in high grade. Again, some like that Bronze Age high grade stuff. So number 2. There. Number 3. Which, not a lot of key significance. You guys can correct me in the comments if you like, but just cool books. I remember having this one as a little kid. So, number 4, The Vulture. Number 5, The Hitman and the Vulture. Number 8, a Morbius appearance there. A nice high grade copy. We know how great that movie did. And a couple copies of number 9, which is the first appearance of the White Tiger. So, a couple newsstand copies. Pretty decent shape. One's a little better than the other, but still pretty nice. Speculation that White Tiger is going to show up in the we're talking about the Echo series, possibly. Maybe Daredevil. So there's number 10. Then we got just a random number 28. Carrion. Another one of those books that Travis just threw at me because he's such a cool guy. Planet Hulk Worldbreaker number 1, one that he had picked up several copies of and was nice enough to basically just give it to me, which was really generous of him. Then we got a super high grade copy of Punisher number 1. Ongoing series from the early 80s. I remember when that issue came out. It was the same month as Wonder Woman number 1 by George Perez, and my buddy and I running around picking up Wonder Woman and Punisher number 1s off every newsstand. Let's see, we got the Sandman number 1 by Kirby there. Another cool Bronze Age book. Nice high grade copy of that. And then Travis had told me on the phone that he had picked up an extra copy of this at his LCS and had one for me, the Adam Hughes variant of the Scarlet Witch number 1. Just real recently came out, but an homage to that West Coast Avengers issue. And we've got a Secret Wars number 1. It says it's the 28th printing. I think that's just referring to how many different kinds there are from Second Charles. So that's kind of a cool one to pick up. this is a beautiful Shadow #1 by Mike Kaluta. Just super high grade copy of that one. Love the cover on that issue. And then I'll probably be doing some videos later on showing you guys, but I do dabble in doing my own artwork. So he had a couple of blank covers of Spawn #1. So pick those up so I can possibly do some sketching on those or drawing on those and maybe do them for a giveaway or sell them, who knows, but that's way down the line. Don't nearly have the fan base yet to do anything like that. Then we got Spider-Man #1, the black and silver cover. You can see the nice polybag crease right down the middle of that, but other than that, it's a real clean copy. I think a little press could take that out and it'd come out pretty nice. So, and then I just love this cover on this World's Finest. Couldn't live without it. You get Superman telling Jimmy Olsen and Robin to hurry up and dig their graves. He'd finish them himself, but he has a code against killing. And then you got Batman with a machine gun. So I'll have to do the job, boys. Love that cover. So dig now, die later. Late Silver Age book there, but not in the probably mid-grade copy. Not terrible, but just really love the cover. Couldn't walk away without it. And then finally, we got a few here in top loaders. I got an ASM 258. The first appearance of the bombastic Bagman. Spider-Man goes to the Fantastic Four to figure out what's going on with the suit. They figure out that it's a symbiote and use the sonic technology to strip it off of him, but then he has nothing to wear, so Johnny Storm gives him a Fantastic Four costume and a bag to put over his head. And we've got Marvel Premiere #3. I believe that's the first issue featuring Doctor Strange. Basically the third series of Doctor Strange. So pretty cool. It's a Barry Windsor Smith cover and also a super high grade copy. So was really happy to get that. And then a real nice high grade copy of Ms. Marvel #1. Looking at that one, possibly getting slabbed. But, real super nice on that one. Just real clean. And then back to the X-Men. Uncanny X-Men #117. Uncanny X-Men #118. Some Sunfire action going on there. I believe they're fighting Moses Magnum. World Tour. Speaking of Moses Magnum, and Uncanny X-Men #119. I guess those were the Mandroids fighting them in that cover. There's Moses Magnum now. And last but not least, Uncanny X-Men #124. A little lower grade than the other issues, but I'm not super picky. I want them kind of high end, but they don't have to be perfect. So that's it for the comic haul. Let me know what you guys think in that deal. How did I do? Most of those books that I got last time were stuff we picked up for $2 a copy as a spec, and then ended up flipping them for pretty decent profits. I think we did okay. So again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hope to catch you guys around next time. This is Big B signing off. Don't forget, keep on looking for comics out there. and share your love. Share your love of the hobby. You never know when you talk to somebody what it'll turn you on to a collection that somebody may have that's been sitting around for years that is just a gold mine. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.